Well, I have a client that has been a client for a little over 2 years. She has been doing a great job in going through the 6 steps. She's worked her team really well and working through the point where she is putting a general manager in place, really training that general manager. She's been able to put a lot of load on that general manager. She's been gone for a good part of the summer. She's at that place where she wants to go to the next level, and she's been asking me, what's next? Well, not having gone through MasterClass, it was hard for me to help explain to her what was next. So I encouraged her to go to MasterClass and see for herself exactly what that next step could look like firsthand. She came back very excited as to what that was going to look like for her, and actually looked a little differently than what she thought it was going to be going into it. She came back on fire as a client that's not only a good client, but a raving fan. She's been with us a little over 2 years, and I can easily foresee that she'll be a client another 2 or 3 years, and possibly can bring on 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 clients as referrals along with her, because she not only sees the benefit of what it's done for her right now, but what it's going to do for her and her family in the future as she builds wealth for her family and possibly her family's family. One of the things attending MasterClass that was really revealed to me is I had a challenge of just seeing my business and my client's business as a cash flow generator, and that was it. But there's really the next step in that is taking that cash flow and making it into capital growth that could help them generate a sustained wealth device for years to come. There was a paradigm shift for me in how I saw myself in the business, that I needed to get outside of just generating cash flow, because the future of the business has to be with me working on the business, just like I tell my clients to do, and not working in the business. And that's going to affect my future by being able to take the cash flow that the business generates and put it into capital assets, capital growth, that's going to create a legacy for my family that my children and my children's children will be able to appreciate down the road. The biggest aha moment for me was to understand that I can have a business that can turn cash flow. I can have clients who can have businesses that turn cash flow. But that really is a machine that you need to keep going. But what if you took that cash flow and you invested it into things that would grow without you being there, and would appreciate without you being there, and would have a return without you being there, and would continue to provide wealth without you being there? What if you could do that with the cash flow that your business is generating, and it increases not incrementally, but exponentially year after year after year? What if? That was the biggest BFO for me. Well, I really think it's critical for other coaches to attend. If you want to be able to move your clients and keep your clients long term, to truly move them through the 6 steps, you have to know how to get them into synergy. You have to know how to move them into a point where it's not just about cash flow. It's about creating growth from a capital growth standpoint and helping them grow beyond their current business. It's all about the clients and making them lifetime clients and not just for 1 or 2 years. You know, it's so critical to invest in ourselves, because until we do, we don't know what we don't know. We can continue to walk around in our ignorance, which I have done, and I was ignorant of a lot of things until I went to MasterClass and I learned more. Do I know everything? No, but I do know a lot more than when I went to MasterClass. I know a lot more about how to invest. I know a lot more about capital growth. I learned a lot more about how to take money that's being earned in a business and have it work for me when I don't have to be there. In our industry, we look at return on investment a lot. We look at how that something is going to pay for itself over and over again. That's how we look at the return on investment of this education. It's going to pay for itself over and over and over again. Not one time, not 10 times, but hundreds of times, where we can take this knowledge, I can take this knowledge and put it to use today, which I have already started using, and being able to have growth with the cash that I have, with the assets that I have, and truly create wealth. As a result of attending, I've already started putting some changes together. It's interesting. One of the things Brad mentioned was if there's a toy that you want, instead of buying the toy, if you have the money, buy an investment whose return will pay for the toy. I love that idea because I love toys. So I am looking at right now some investments that will pay for the toys that I want. What a tremendous idea. I can get an investment that will pay for the toy, and I can have my cake and eat it too. And I love cake. How my life, my career, my family is going to be changed because of this participation is yet to be seen. A lot of this is going to depend on the action that I take. Certainly I've started taking some of that action. I've started putting some of that to use. I've developed some strategies and plans to put more of that to use and putting some things together before the end of the year even. However, I do know this: if I continue to follow through with some of those plans that I've already laid out, my children won't have to worry about what might happen to the stock market or what might happen to their savings account or what might happen, because there will be investments in real estate that will always be there. Someone said something one time a long time ago: invest in real estate. They're not making it anymore.